Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Knowledge Hub. Today we are going to do another DSA problem. Remove duplicates from the sorted linked list. Let me first read the question for you guys. Given the head of the sorted linked list. First notice this word sorted linked list, not unsorted. There is another question on the late code which talks about unsorted linked list. Okay, now move on. Delete all the duplicates. You have to remove all the duplicates such that each element appears only once. Means after removing all the duplicates, your final answer should contain only one frequency of that particular element. Means the frequency of this element 1 is 2. But at the end you get a frequency of 1 only 1. Similarly applies to the value 2 as well. Now this. The frequency of element 1 is 2, frequency of element 2 is 2, frequency of the element 3 is 3. But at the end you find the frequency of element 1 is 1 only, frequency of the element 2 is 2 only, and the frequency of the element 3 is 1 only. All of the three elements 1, 2 and 3 will compile to give the frequencies 1 only if we are learning in this format. Now, let me first give you just a brief that how I will move on to this problem. Suppose I'm starting from this. I've put the temp here at the one position. If I find that the temp's value and the temp's next value are equal, then I will move the temp's value to the very next pointer. Now the temp value is at one position. Again, I find that the temp's value is equal to temp's next value. No. If you don't find the temp's values equal to the next value, then you will put this temp's value to the new list array. You have created a temporary list, another dummy types. Now you move on next position. Here you find that the temp's next value is equal to temp's next to the temp's value. No way out of it because the temp's next is the null pointer. You will find the error here. So, what to do? Think about it. Take a pause for just 2 or 3 minutes and think about it what I can do so that this last value will also come into my solution of the new linked list array I have created it, but it should not go out of the bound. Think about it. Guys, I have assuming that you have think it of. Now come. I will loop the temp from this point to this point, but not to this point. Why? Because I will not be able to compare this position with this position. Now let me give you another example. Suppose example is 1, 1, 2, 2. Now 2's next is null pointer. I'm starting from this position. I have temp's value. If the temp's value is equal to temp's next value, yes, I have moved the temp next position. If the temp's value is equal to temp's next position, no. I will put this inside a new temporary dummy list I have created it. Now, so I have moved this from this position to the very next position. Temps. Now temp's value is equal to temp's next value. Yes, I will move my temp to the very next position. Now here, I will move out of the loop as I cannot compare the very next temp's value to the very next temp value. Means 2 cannot be compared with the null pointer. So I will move out of the loop. Now let's look on the code side. What I will do? I will create list node dummy is equals to new list node, initializing it with a -1. You can also initialize it with the int min or the int max, but I will not suggest it. You can initialize it with the -1 only. It is going to be easy for you. Now new list node dummy 2 to preserve the head of this dummy. to preserve the head of this dummy. Now, new list temp is equals to head. Why? To avoid head to move on to the very last position, it will distort your answer at the end. Now I will move my temps until you get temps next. Otherwise, I will move out of the loop. If temps value is equals to temps next value, then what I will do, I will move my temps to the very next position. And if I found the value to be equal, to be not equal, sorry, pardon, to be not equal, then what I will do, I will make my dummies next points to temp. Dummies equals to dummies next, and temp is equals to temps next. I hope so, guys, you can understand why I'm getting so much of the grammatical mistakes. It's my first video. Now, at the last, what I will do, I will check if last value temps last, it has now reached this position 2. If temps value is not equal to, where is dummy? Dummy is carrying this position, this one only. And if dummy's last value is 1. If dummy's last value is not equal to the temps value, then I have to insert this value as well. If dummy's value is not equals to dummy's value, then I have to insert this inside. Dummies next is equals to temp. Simply, dummy is equals to dummies next. Now, at the very end, you must remember point the dummies next to the null pointer, otherwise it will go to find some garbage value which will distort your answer. Now dummy 2's next. Why I'm returning is dummy 2's next, because at the start I have taken -1 as my answer. Now I am assuming that it should work. Let me try. Oh, it give me some grammatical errors. Wait, look. Return dummy 2's next. Another error. Dummy 2 it cannot recognize. Sorry guys, again an error. Tamp. Next. List node tamps next. While tamps next exists, it is giving me an error here. While tamps next. Undefined solution. Undefined solution for the temps next does not exist. I am forgetting to mention this case. We are going to return the null pointer. Now it may run. I hope so. Now I'm going to submit it. Yes, it works fine. So guys, I'm giving a brief summary again. This is going to talk about remove duplicates from the list.